Hey guys, Jeff with Digital Gate Studios. Today I got Jesse with me.
We're back.
We are, and we decided that we want to do a deck profile / deck building discussion with one of my favorite tribes of the game.
Highly requested too. We've had several people say, "What is that deck?" When
Yes.
they jump in and we're playing this on Discord, they're like, "We haven't seen that
Like
one profile."
Yeah, like what's going on, right? So this is one of those decks that I built actually back in BT8. And I really haven't touched it since BT8, but I just recently got inspired to bring it out and start messing with it again, especially with the upcoming support from BT11.
Yeah.
So we get a brand new Panjabon. It's going to be able to give these Leomons rush, and I think that's going to be so much fun. And I wanted to do, like I said, a deck discussion video, right? And you guys can kind of hear my thought process. I can hear your guys' thoughts in the comments, and we can talk a bunch about Leos. So
Let's do it.
Let's dive into the deck profile, shall we? So for this deck, I feel like I found the bottom end, and this is what I like, right? Yes, the new level 4, or excuse me, the new blue level 2, excuse me, is not bad, but I've been really liking Bukamon in this deck.
I love that egg.
Yes, so this egg particular, right? When you play a Digimon from one of your Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory, right?
It's the whale egg.
Right, exactly. You know, if you guys have played Aegisdramon, if you've played Whales, you guys are very familiar with this particular level 2, and you guys know the versatility and the power. Well, let me tell you something about Leomons, right? The Leomon X antibody specifically plays out a Leomon right before he's about to be deleted. So if you have a stack with a Leomon and then this on top, this swings in security, gets deleted, you spawn out a body, you gain a memory, then it gets deleted.
Yeah.
Right, so the Bukamon, very useful in my opinion. I think this deck is just fully takes advantage of memory gain from Leos, from spawning out bodies, and there is a level 6 in the deck that definitely benefits from that as well. So I'm taking you all the way back to BT1 to a 3000, very strong level 3 with a good inheritable.
Yeah.
It's in a purple inheritable. On deletion, gain 1 memory.
Yep.
Right? So this Gomamon, I even played this back in BT1 when I played that, really fun deck back then. So I'm a big fan of this Gomamon, and it really helps with the whole combo. You kind of, again, you can swing with that Leo X, right? It plays out a body, gains a memory off the Buka, then it gains a memory when it gets deleted off the Gomamon.
Yeah. So much of this deck is memory control on your turn.
Yes.
And even technically on your opponent's turn too. So it's really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't say your turn, opponent's turn, whatever. So, all right, guys, this is where I want to start having a discussion. So as of right now, I'm only playing 8 level 3s in the deck. And it's crazy because this deck actually feels like I get more cards in hand than any other deck. Probably due to a tamer that I'm sure you guys can guess in the deck. But this is just a great on-play draw 1. I'm thinking about either putting in Madoki Betamons, Syakumons. I'm not quite sure what I want to do here, so I definitely want to hear your thoughts. But as of right now, these guys have been great.
Yeah, it helps keeps the draw moving, the deck moving.
Just keeps the cards flowing in and out of the deck. It's just really, really helpful. So we're going to get into a level 4 next, and we're going to show off the only level 4 that is not a Leomon. 3 Lobos.
Yeah.
Right? So this particular deck plays a lot of tamers.
Yeah.
Right? And I take full advantage of these tamers with the Lobomon. So as of right now, this is where, another great point of discussion for this deck video, right? I don't need 3 Lobomons, but there's a lot of times where with this deck, when you're gaining memory with the Gomamon, with the Bukamon, with the actual Leomon on deletions, right?
Yeah.
We have 2 different Leomons here that gain 2 memory when deleted. It gives you the memory to be able to set up multiple Lobos. So all of a sudden they went from 3 security to losing the game in 1 turn. Very effective. I do like the 3 Lobos. I definitely understand probably not a bad idea to go down, Lobo, incorporate something else. So I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. And when BT10 does come out, there will be some changes to this deck, but hopefully you guys in the community, our outstanding community, can help me out with those changes. So
okay, I'm going to be outstanding right now and challenge you.
Yes.
Kumamon. Why not Kumamon?
So the Kumamon, yes, is
important?
obviously really good, adds in, but the Lobomon's just got such great artwork.
Oh, okay. So you're losing the 1K over the artwork.
Yeah, so the DP is really nice, right, with the 5K versus the 4K, but maybe Kumamon is the right choice. Would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments below. All right, so the best Leomon in the deck is the EX2 Leomon. Both artworks are great. The original, where it shows that just, Fist of the Beast King, really nice artwork. I'm going with this one because I am playing Jerry in the deck, right? So this particular Leomon on deletion gains 2 memory, just like our next one, but it also draws you a card. And it's a blocker. So we have a lot of blockers in this deck by being able to take advantage of this for sure. So our next level 4 in the deck.
Best artwork in the deck.
For those of you that played Blue BT1 Omni back in the very beginning, Blue Omnimon Turbo, I want to hear how many of these did you play in your deck? Because I will never forget this. Back to the 1.0 days, the whole Blue Omnimon Turbo deck started coming out, and people started teching these in because they could just gain memory on deletion and extend their plays. That was, with the Hammer Sparks that they would play or whatever. They just had tons and tons of versatility. I love it in this deck, right? You have a Leomon on top of a Gomamon. This swings, gets deleted. That's 3 memory gain.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a lot of memory gain. It gets deleted on your turn. 2 memory. Death X, 2 memory, right? Tons and tons and tons of memory gain. Now, this next level 4 in the deck, I'm very excited to show off. This has been such a fun one, and I do think that it is important into the deck. Playing 4 yellow Leomons.
Yeah, the recovery.
The recovery Leomons, right? So not only does this deck have the potential to recover, right? It also is another color, which is important for a surprise level 5 in the deck, Chimera, and I cannot wait to talk more about Chimeramons. But the Leomon's really, really nice because, A, you get to play it with Jerry. So we have 4, 8, 12 separate targets with the Jerry, right? As that Leomon, like I said, if you can recover in security, sometimes it doesn't happen. 5 cost is not bad. 5,000 DP is okay. But you can Digivolve that particular Leomon into a Leomon X Antibody.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Leomon X Antibody is like the best level 4 in this deck. So many times where I will just, have a Leomon on the field, either due to a Jerry or I hard played the previous turn. Digivolve for 0, draw an extra card, just get those cards flowing. Part of the reason why I draw so many cards in this deck. And then I'm able to swing, have this get deleted. This goes to trash. Fun little tech goes to trash, right? With a Chimeramon.
Yep.
And then another Leomon is spawned out, right? Which will then trigger Bukamons depending how many I have on board. So Leomon X is really, really good for this deck. There is a green Leomon. Set 4, BT4, I believe. Yes, set 4 Leomon. On deletion, suspends a body. I really wanted to fit that in this deck, guys. I promise. I tried. I guess maybe I could take out a Leomon for one or a Lobomon for one of those green ones. But the problem with that Leomon, right, is that the Chimeramon specifically benefits from having multiple different colors.
Yeah.
So with this particular deck, I've noticed I'm very easily able to do minus 4K and have 4 colors to have a 12K Chimera because of the yellow, either whether it's in trash or on the field, Leomon X and a Leomon, right? Where I have different colors. If I were to take out the yellow for the green Leomon, I lose the potential recovery, and I lose that additional color, and I lose 4K DP on his turn. So, guys, like I said, I really did try the green Leomon. I don't think it works in this deck. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts, though, in the comments below. So let's talk about a level 5 that is not Chimeramon. And this is one that I need your guys' help on. Okay. So this is the Panjamon X Antibody.
Oh, this is the one where we got the ruling figured out.
Yeah, so I definitely played this wrong, and I thought I could play this with Jerry because, it says it's treated as a Leomon, right? I cannot play it with Jerry. But we are over to that now. It's still a great card in the deck. Digivolves for 3 on top of a Leomon on Leo X, Leomon. And a lot of times it's just a great to have in your hand because it gets cards drawn. It turns your level 4 into a level 5. And when he's deleted, he also gets to play out a Leomon.
Yeah.
Triggering Bukamon. All of our combos, right, are extended with this Panjamon X Antibody. When the new Panjamon comes out for BT 11, As of right now, I'm thinking about taking all 4 of these out and putting in 4 of the new Panjamon. Would love to hear you guys' thoughts, what you guys think. That new Panjamon has a great inheritable, giving Leomon's rush. I'm a big fan of it, and I don't think, it's not like it's a 4-cost Evo. It's still a 3-cost Evo. It still gives me green with the Chimera, which is usually what I'm after anyways. So it's one of those I'm 50-50 on, but I mean, I'm definitely leaning towards putting more Panjamon X, or excuse me, just regular Panjamons. I would love to figure out a way to play Panjamon X as well, maybe as a 1, 2 of. Again, would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. So you guys need to try this deck and let me know what you think as is.
Yeah, because I think looking at it from face value, they're going to be like, well, take out the Lobos, but you don't play against this deck, you don't understand.
Yeah, you don't understand how all of a sudden I bust out 2 Lobos in 1 turn and win the game,
or 3. You've done all 3.
I've done 3 against you. Yes, exactly. But
great.
So the level 5 that absolutely has to stay in the deck, that I'm absolutely in love with. Not only is it just one of my favorite cards in general, it is a great card in this deck. This deck has the ability to play so many level 4s out on the field, whether it's, a Leomon X died and played a level 4. I digivolved into a Lobomon from a Tamer early on because I wanted to get a Chimera play. Or Jerry was triggered playing out a Leomon, and then I raised out another Leomon, due to having something set up in the raising area. Chimeramon pops off in this deck.
Yeah, that's damaged me so many times when I'm swinging at your security real confident, and then I hit a Jerry, it plays a Leo, and then on your next turn, you already have the setup to Chimera.
Exactly.
And go into your crazy level 6 that just destroys me.
So speaking of that crazy level 6, and I'll get back.
Are we there already?
I think it's important to talk about what the Chimera does, but I think I need to show off the main level 6. This is the boss. Yeah. This is the core of the deck. Imperial Dramon, right? Yeah. So the Chimeramon, let's get back to this for a second. DNA Digivolve for 0, 2 level 4s, right? So I'm putting a yellow Leomon or a blue Leomon or 2 blue Leomons or a Leomon X and a Leomon, right? I'm putting this together and then I'm tucking a card from trash. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll either tuck, if I don't have a Leomon X anybody in that stack, from trash underneath this, right? So that way then I have a blue level 4 and a green level 4 for Imperial Dramon.
Yep.
Imperial Dramon, when digivolving, pop out a level 4 that is blue and green, and it is a 4-cost Evo, but with a certain memory setter in the deck, like Davis, it costs me 3 because Bukamon gains me a memory.
Yep.
I spawn out 2 level 4s, and then I Chimera again and set up another Imperial Dramon stack. So this deck just has, it's like this Leomon loop tribal nonsense that I'm just absolutely love. It's a blast to play, and I think the 4 Chimeramon is very important. Now, you could say, what about Pyldramon? Green, blue, DNA Digivolve, still the same 0. That is a good backup, but this keeps me open to using the yellow, and like I said, giving him 12Ks, doing a board wipe.
For rookies, yeah.
Delete 4 4K or lesses, or even reducing something's DP and then using that Chimera to swing into it. Tons and tons of versatility out of the Chimera. I absolutely love it. If you haven't tried it with the Chimera, 100% you need to. And I just love the combo. Again, one more time, I'll explain it. You have 2 level 4s on board. It can be even 2 of the same Leo. You DNA into a Chimera. You tuck either a Leomon yellow to give him, even more DP reduction, make him a stronger body, or you tuck the green one, so that way then you can digivolve into Imperial, spawn out 2 bodies, and you repeat.
Yep.
Insane combo. So with Imperial being kind of like the big boss of the deck, I would notice, and like the way this deck plays, you wouldn't think it would be consistent, right? We are playing a huge amount of level 4s, very small amount of level 3s. In fact, the same amount of level 5s as level 3s, right? But with the way this deck works, I'm kind of pretty consistent in getting that Leomon loop going. But there's just times where Imperial Dramon, after he's done his business, it's time for him to do something more.
Yeah, he's just vanilla at that point.
So I've decided to make him even better with an Imperial Dramon fighter mode as a 2 of. I did want to try this as a 3 of because it is a good standalone level 6 as well.
Yeah.
He can restand. He swings twice, which a lot of times that multi-swing is really hard for your opponent to deal with. And the fact that he also suspends a body as well. And it's very easy with this color combination in this deck to have blue and green to trigger the effects. So, big fan of the Imperial Dramon fighter mode. You could argue that could be a reason to keep Pangemon X, because if, I like Chimeramon and spit out my 4s or whatever, or if I build a stack with Pangemon and no Leomons or whatever, right? Then I could lose that blue, but I even think with the Pangemon, this is still going to be pretty good. And to complement the Imperial Dramon core even more, I'm playing the highest DP available in the game.
Love it.
With an Imperial Dramon fighter mode, or Paladin mode, excuse me. Paladin mode. Fighter mode, Paladin mode.
Love that card.
Yep. So not only do I have great removal with the fighter mode, I can Digivolve for 2 on top of that. I can then also Digivolve into this Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. Very powerful removal, high DP body. Honestly, it's my Death X answer too. And I draw so many cards with just how the deck is set up and kind of how it plays that it really does come up quite a lot.
Well, its huge effect is repeatable because you can do it. It's not just when Digivolving, it's when attacking. So every time it's your turn.
And it's dual colors, right?
Yeah.
So I have dual color, dual color, dual color, dual color. A lot of different dual colors for this to trigger, right?
Well, I mean, you only need the dual colors to trigger the trash of all their Digivolution cards.
Yeah.
Every time you swing, you're going to bottom deck everything that doesn't have a Digivolution card.
So that's probably a good reason to play the Kumamon.
Yeah.
Good discussion here. Guess I'm going to have to play some Kumamons here to reduce more sources and stuff like that.
Yeah, because those alt arts are a lot cheaper than the Lobomon alt arts.
Yeah, well, it depends. The event pack, right? Yeah. So definitely love to hear you guys' take on this. What you guys think as far as playing the level 7s, playing the fighter modes and stuff. Because if you look right now, there's a bunch of Digimon on board, and we haven't even talked about tamers. So let's dive into that. The core tamer of the deck, my draw engine, my body spawner, Jerry. I mean, best tamer out of EX2, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to check the list again.
Yeah, right. Takata's obviously
I would say
really
it's
good.
the best tribal one.
Yeah,
for
so
sure,
Jerry's really, really good in this deck. It plays a Leo, whether or not it's from your turn or your opponent's turn, if they hit in security. What I love about this, too, is they'll hit a Jerry in security, and I just have so many Leomons in hand, or whatever, and I get a draw card when this is played, or excuse me, when they attack, or if it's played, I get to play a Leomon. Tons of just great draw power. There's just times you get that Jerry engine set up, you're just drawing so many cards, you have every answer you need.
And I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, this deck didn't really work until they released that card.
No.
Not competitive.
There's no way Leomon Tribal would have worked, obviously, without EX2. Yeah. Yes, we got Leomon EX1, but 8 very important cards out of that set. And BT9 really blessed us with Leomon X Antibody and Pangemon X Antibody, right? But just tons and tons of great cards.
It just goes to show you that they can release like one good tamer to support a core deck, and then it makes
and then you can build
worthwhile.
Something. We can actually do something about it, right?
Yep.
All right, so last card in the deck, I'm playing a 3 Davis.
It just makes so much sense because you have so much green, so much blue.
Green, so much blue. It's great surge. You really do want to be at that 3 memory because you want that Imperial Dramon. You want to be able to do it in the same turn and almost extend your plays with another Chimera loop. I've had turns where all of a sudden, I'm like got a Bukamon, it's level 4 or whatever, I promote out. And then, I had another level 4 either from Jerry or whatever. And Chimera for 0, Imperial for 3, spawn out 2 bodies, Chimera for 0, Imperial for 4. And then I just went from 2 bodies to Imperial, a Chimera, or to Imperial, and then 2 other 4s. So, just like huge board state, tons and tons of work.
More Lobo targets.
Exactly. Hence another reason why I'm playing 3 Lobos. Yep. So this is the deck as is, guys. I want you to jump in the comments. I want you to let me know, hey, you should try out this card. You need more level 3s. Where are your options? Why am I not playing Ice Wall?
Where's your Ice Wall?
Exactly.
Where's your Hammer Sparks?
Yes, exactly. Here's Kaida's Breath. Right? There's tons and tons of great options that can be played in this deck, but I really just wanted to stick to figuring out how to make Leomon Tribal work. Yeah. And then I found this wonderful loop with the Chimera Imperial stuff, and then just supported the Imperial Dramon even more with Fighter and Paladin mode. I'm very happy with this list. I'm personally having a blast playing it, and I think for BT11, my first reaction is to just take these Pangemon X's out and putting in the new Pangemon, right? That's all I'm thinking about changing right now. I would love to hear you guys' opinions. Jump in the comments. Let us know. We really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much.
See ya.